Hello and welcome again to the Indy Airstrip Attack, brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council, E85 and Unleaded 88. I'm Jimmy Shaberg, and this is day one of Half Mile Airport Racing live from Marion, Indiana. Another sold-out event, 2,000-plus wheel horsepower cars battling it out all this weekend. And I'm telling you, we've already seen some pretty crazy stuff. So hang on, enjoy the ride. Glad you're rejoining us. For those that have stayed with us, thank you for staying with us. Those that are rejoining, welcome. It's been a great day of racing already. I know we got a couple interviews coming up. Meantime, we're going to get into some racing. You can see the airstrip right there if you're at home. It's one of our grid girls. Every one of these is arm dropped. Okay, back at it here. We got a couple bikes on the line. That's Travis Boaz, John Ziak in that CBR 1000RR. Travis in the ZX10R. Great vantage point from the Revolution.com film crew. Appreciate their efforts as always. Got Matthew Moberly coming up that Challenger. Jason Ray in that GT350R. Once again, welcome back, everybody joining us. 1320video.com and YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook channels. Appreciate all that support out here at the Indy Airstrip Attack. Of course, brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council. Looks like a pretty close race from my vantage point. Wait for them to come to the finish here. Not even close at all when you get to my vantage point. Matthew, the 145.3, 160.8 there for Chris. Patrick Swindell in that M8 competition. Ryan Hopkins in that McLaren 720. 1,100 horse is what's claimed in that McLaren 720. Only been 152 miles an hour, so not sure how that mathed out, but that's what it's claimed on my screen anyway. First off, that doesn't look anything like a McLaren, so somebody's got registration swapped around in that car. Either way, it's a gorgeous car. 160.0 for Patrick Swindell. Patrick Parker in that S2000, he's been battling that thing all day long. Jason Burrow in the Hellcat, 800 horse in the S2000. Jason's Hellcat there, 650. Definitely Patrick Parker's having a little bit of trouble there with that S2000. I know he's been sorting it out. It's been getting better. I've called a pretty fast mile an hour in that car over the years, so I know he's definitely working through a problem, and hopefully it can be fixed. Matthew Cavanaugh on that beautiful Corvette, 2,000 horsepower in that beast. He went through the traps a little slideways last pass at 195 miles an hour. Imagine doing that. I know I would need a change of shorts. Pretty fast right there, Matthew Cavanaugh. 201.16. He's going to love that. 155.2. Now I got a C8 Corvette Nate. 850 horse. Already been a best of 164.7, which seems to kind of be about where those cars lay with a couple mods. 155 to 160 seems to be about the norm for a new C8. Narin Durai in that Audi R8 next to him. 146.1 to a 165. All right, I got JB from Ignite Racing Fuels. Got an interview. Take it away, JB.
Hi, everybody. I'm over here with Colonel Mike Morris, who is a good friend of mine, been running ethanol. Can you tell us a little about this car? Of all the cars I've seen at every event, this thing is probably my favorite and means the most. Tell me a little bit about this car, please.
All right, I started building this car years ago. It's a tribute to the fallen soldiers of the Pennsylvania National Guard who died since 9/11. There's 41 names on it. The names on the side glass are my two personal friends who were Apache pilots who were killed in 2013 when we were deployed. I worked on attack helicopters my whole Army career, so we did the rivets to mimic an aircraft. It's got instruments inside and actual cyclic grip in on the shifter from an attack helicopter, which was my buddy's bird in Desert Storm. So 540 twin turbo on Ignite fuel.
And everybody, if you get a chance, check this out. This is a memory for all of our fallen soldiers out there and their families. God bless you. God bless all of our military people. Thank you so much for all that you guys do. Back to you, Jimmy.
All right, great job, JB. Love the cause, love the memory of all of our fallen soldiers on that car. Appreciate the efforts. Looks like we got Caden Moen. I call him, well, of course, Vengeance Racing Jr. Great job so far. Been a best of 172.1. Julian Bassler next to him in the Lamborghini you see there. But as Vengeance Racing does, round the outside. Last minute sneaky with a 174.0. New best for him. Congrats, Junior. I love it. Isaac Webster coming up at GT 500. Larry Deem in that SL 55. Been a best of 128. Just having a good time out here, I think. How could you not? Isaac in that GT 500 blistering through the traps. 171.3. Up next, I got Brett Campbell in the 2010 Corvette Grand Sport. He's been at best in 147.5. Mortania in that Audi RS6. Been at best in 165.2. Got Dave Webster coming up. Jason Ray, GT350R. Try it. I need to use a bathroom break anyway, so maybe I kind of introduce Lots of fast Camaros and a lot of fast Corvettes out here. So many of these Camaros and Corvettes. So many fast ones anyway. Michael Rieger there with a 154. Greg in that Camaro with a 164.9. Now I got Cody back in that Trackhawk. Look at that thing go. Completely took that Corvette for a walk down the park. Cody with a 169.11. Been pretty consistent, Cody has. William Taylor. Mile an hour on the Corvette. Not showing up on my screen just yet. Brad Morgan coming up in that Charger Hellcat. David Freeman in the Mustang GT. Brad right there with a 160.4. David with a 147.2. Now I got Mo in that GTR. Been a best of 150. Best of 163.9. Not sure what Lamborghini that is next to him, but it is gorgeous. Gonna send a nice interview over to Tiffany right now. Take it away, Tiffany.
Thanks, Jimmy. Hi there. Tell us who you are and who you're affiliated with.
Thank you. I'm Carrie Garvin. I'm the Executive Director for Greater Indiana Clean Cities. We're a nonprofit that's been around for 23 years now, helping promote alt fuels for transportation. So we love, love, love this event because it gets to promote ethanol, which helps reduce emissions in our air.
And is this your first time visiting us?
It's not. It is our third year being here and sponsoring it, and we just absolutely love the people. We love the organizations involved, Indiana Corn Marketing Council, American Lung Association. It brings together a whole host of people, and it's a super fun event.
Really great community out here as well. I've really enjoyed it so far. Thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jimmy.
Great job, Tiffany, as always. It sounds like she's going to come join me here in a little bit. Definitely excited for that. Meantime, I got Brian O'Neill in a Gallardo. Been a best of 145. 1,300 horse in that beast. Brian Dorsey, CTSV wagon. Been a best of 800 horse. Been a best of, well, I don't actually have a mile an hour in him yet. We're going to here in a second, though. 158.4, not bad. Brian O'Neill in the Super Ligara. So Brian with a 155.8. Got Ryan coming up the GT350. Jim Bond in that beautiful C4 Corvette. I had my eye on that car all day. 134 miles an hour. It just looks good out there. It's getting a little breezy too, just saying. That time around, 133.4 for Jim in that C4, 161.8 for Ryan. Paul Cunningham in that Audi RS3, been a best of 152.8. Cameron Coble, this is the crazy one, 72 four-door Nova. That's right, all four doors have been 161 miles an hour so far. Something tells me he's making a little bit more than 500 claimed horsepower. I got my good friend Tiffany. She came to join me today. Hey there, everybody out there. I've got Tiffany. She's joining me here, and we're going to do some banter and whatnot. So,
Hello, everybody.
well, he said say hello, Tiffany.
Oh, well, hello, Tiffany.
We're just having fun up here, and I'm glad you could join us. We're having a good time. We're going to call some races together, have a good time with that. So, of course, if there's anything that if you're at home, if there's anything you want to see, then certainly reach out to us because our producers are in our ears, right, Tiffany?
All the time.
All the time. So anyway, we're waiting for this. Have you seen this car, Tiffany? This Cameron Coble and this
I have
72
not.
Nova.
Not yet.
It's right there on the screen. Check this beast out.
Oh my goodness. This one, yeah?
Yep, all 4 doors.
What year is that?
It's a 72.
Oh, wow.
And it's holding its own against the brand new Audi. Look at that beast.
That's impressive.
I don't think the Audi could close the gap much.
She's trying.
Wait for that mile an hour. I know
No
it's coming up.
cigar.
No cigar on that one, that's for sure. 156 miles an hour in the Nova, the 72 Nova. The Audi went 150. What do you think about that, Tiffany?
Faster than I could have gone.
I don't know about that. I bet you drive pretty fast.
Well, there's only one way to find out, so I'm hoping by the end of the day we will see. No one's offered yet, but
well, we can
I'm
probably
waiting.
we can make that happen. All we got to do is reach out to Julian Bassler. Julian, if you're listening, Tiffany would love to have a drive along or ride along. So, there, I set you up well, my friend.
I've been told I have a heavy foot, so I think I could hang.
You think you can hang?
I think I could.
Yeah, with that heavy foot. It takes a little more than a heavy foot. Just throwing it out there.
I was a ballet dancer as well, so I have good balance. Does that help?
That helps a lot, actually. Good balance means a lot. Yeah, this guy on the bike has really good balance. He just did a wheelie right off the launch pad.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's John right there in that CB R950 900R or something. I'm not sure. I didn't look.
I think JB's got the track hawk. Let's go to him and see what's going on.
Hey everybody, we're sitting here with Graham Rahal Performance. Cody, tell us a little bit about your Trackhawk. You're going for the record. Tell us a little bit about the motor in your shop.
So it is 1,500 crank horsepower, 1,086 to the wheels. It is a 7-liter stroker build with a new Gen 5 Whipple, E85, of course, ignites the best, and then running full built transmission, transfer case, everything all the way back.
So you guys are out of Zionsville, Indiana. Tell us, you're building a new shop, a lot of exciting things happening over there. Tell me a little bit about it real quick.
Yep, so we are growing very quickly. We're tripling in size in the next 2 years. Right now we're doing mostly exotics, Hemis, and LS stuff, but we're open to just about anything high performance that goes fast.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for being sponsor out here at Shift Sector. This is another car running ethanol, made here in Indiana, grown here. You race it. Have fun. Back to you, Jimmy.
All right, great job, JB. Tiffany, appreciate all
There you
the
go. Sounds
all the
good,
help
bro.
out here. This old guy definitely needs to look at that. We're on TV. Oh, no, not anymore. They turned us off. It's weird. They put you on camera more when you're, or I'm on camera more when you're sitting next to me. I wonder why. Why do you think that is?
Isn't that interesting
Isn't
how that
it?
works out?
You
No
need to
idea.
sit by me more often then. I kind of like that. That's all right.
I'm pretty happy here.
It looks like Doug Merritt's up next. That's what we have out there, and Lonnie Garner in the Corvette. Mile an hour will pop up. Why don't you announce it right there?
132.35 miles per hour.
Nicely
Merritt.
done, yeah, for Doug and Lonnie with a 161.3. Now we got Michael Stout. He's from Vengeance Racing, fastest C7 in the world right here.
Wow.
He's been over 200 miles an hour, but this is a new combination for him. So he claims he's only making 1,500 horsepower, but we all know it's over 2,000.
Well, what's with that?
Well, he's the sandbag champion of the world. Here he comes, though. He looks strong.
Sounds strong, too.
Mm-hmm. Wait for that mile an hour. What's it going to be? 190.11 for Michael.
Wow.
Not bad, huh?
Not too shabby.
We got George Gasper coming up in the Corvette. Craig Kaiser. That's almost like a tongue twister. You can see him right there in the launch pad. I'm kind of glad you're up here, Tiffany, because, it's been a while since I've used the restroom, so I'm just going to hand it over to you here in a little bit, and you're just going to have to do all of it. Can you do that, you think?
I mean, I'm down to try.
I know you'll do a great job. I have no doubts. So George Gasper in that Corvette. Craig Kaiser with a 151.6. 148.3 for George. Julian Bassler, that's the guy we were just talking about. He'll probably let you drive or give you a ride in one of his exotic cars. I think he has 4 of them here, Tiffany.
I'll take my pick then.
Yeah. Oh, we're picky. I see. That's the way you should be. What's your favorite car?
Ooh, I have to choose one?
Yeah.
I mean, this is not the right answer.
All right, too long. That took too long. No favorites for you. Just kidding. What is your favorite car?
I am loyal to the Mercedes-Benz brand myself, so my A220 is my baby.
Okay, nice. And will that go over 100 miles an hour? Because today, there's been a couple of them that are just barely going 120 miles an hour. You think you can best that?
If I'm feeling saucy enough.
Oh, saucy! Watch out! Well, here's Julian. He's got another one of his cars coming up. I think that's his GTR that's coming up behind this Camaro and Camaro Action. One of them's got a parachute, but I don't know why.
Literally?
Yeah, no, it's got a parachute. I'm not 100% sure why it's got a parachute because he's not using it. And then we got Julian Bassler. How many cars since you've sat down of his have we called?
I want to say about 3.
That's right. Yep. Look what we got there. Indiana Corn Marketing Council. Bye!
See ya.
For the license plate. I like it.
Cute.
Yeah.
He likes it too.
He likes it too. Well, how could you not? It's Indiana Corn Marketing Council, and they do such a great job for us out here at the Indy Airstrip Attack. Appreciate all their support and whatnot. That's always a good time. Yes, I like the Mercedes too. I'm a big fan. I have an AMG myself, and so my son actually drove me to the airport in it. And now he's 18 years old, and now he thinks it's his car. So that's fantastic. So I just lost my AMG, so I'll be out shopping for another.
I mean, you can share, can't you?
No.
No? Well, what's your very favorite car?
I'm a huge fan of a UGR built Lamborghini Huracan, but I will never have one because I can't drive that fast anyway.
Don't have the need for speed, huh?
Oh, I've got the need for speed. I just don't have the wallet for that.
I see.
Julian,
takes 2 to tango.
That's right.
Yeah.
Julian Bassler right there in that Nismo 159.6. Gorgeous car. It looks like we got Greg Bunn in the ZX14 coming up against Timothy in that. There you go. It's right there on the screen. That Lexus. He's been a best of, I think, 148 miles an hour. So, yeah. Fast SUV. So Greg Bunn just went by. That's fun just to say. In the ZX14R. 165.8. We're still waiting for the Lexus to finish. But here's a good race right here. We got Todd Nall, Doug McWork in that Viper. This is a Calvo Viper. Have you met Calvo yet?
Not yet.
Oh, boy. Well, Todd's always been fast. He's already been 205.2. Doug just went 195.3. So what are we going to see here?
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, I would say the Viper found the speed. So did Todd Nall. Never know which screen it's going to show up on first, so it's like a guessing game. Dun, 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 dun. I'm pretty sure he was faster than 104.9. 205.1 for Todd. Somebody needs to probably radio to timing and make sure they got that looked at. Doug McWork showing a 104.9 for the record. I know that's not quite right. Ooh, we got another one of the. Oh, look, we got a Mercedes coming up, an E63 AMG.
Oh, man after my own heart.
Yeah, why don't you announce that? He's actually on the track. How fast did he go?
Looks like Peter went 148.81 miles per hour.
Nicely done. It's like you're a pro. You've been doing this forever.
Oh, Ganshi coming up next. And Nissan GTR. And then Desmond Brown with a Lamborghini. Right? I was gonna not try and butcher it, but thank you. Thank you.
There is actually, thank you for asking, someone on 1320video.com. There actually is a headwind, and it's about 12 miles an hour, which kind of explains why some of these cars that have been faster earlier in the morning without the headwind, it's not that they're slower, they're just making adjustments. So I would fully expect a lot of the big horsepower cars to make those adjustments and come back out. Again, don't forget, this is the place that the half-mile world record stands with the Drag 965 Lamborghini built by UGR, piloted by Casey Howarth, and that is 259.99 miles an hour. I believe they did that exact mile an hour, 2 different states, and 3 times. So kind of crazy, huh, Tiffany?
That is wild.
Can you imagine going 259.99 miles an hour?
That That might be a little much for me.
Yeah, but I mean that 260's right there, right?
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Well, I'm going to head out for just a couple minutes. I'm going to leave this in very capable hands with Tiffany, so she's going to do some announcing for me, and I appreciate that, Tiffany. And I will be back, and don't be too hard on her. She's going to do great, but hang on just a little bit, and I will be back. Go ahead, Tiffany, take it away.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. Enjoy that bathroom break. All right, so on the track, we've got Tyler King in a 2015 Chevrolet Camaro. And next to him, Dave Webster in a 2022 Dodge Challenger hatchback. Let's see how they do. Got Devin Shaw in Mustang on track next to Andrew Rydell in a Corvette. See how they do. Devin at 170. And next on track, we got Mark Holgager in a Ford Mustang and Tony Janko in a Ford Shelby. Tony coming in at 185.80. Next we got Tim White in a Corvette and Timothy Ward in a BMW. Tim coming in at 177.10. And Timothy Ward coming in at 145.40. Next we've got Patrick Kennedy in a 2016 McLaren. And he's a solo racer today. Patrick at 158.28. Here we've got Dean in the Camaro and Hunter Sumner in a Ford Mustang. Got Aldo Parada in a Lamborghini and Dan Trickle in a Camaro. Aldo hit 206.71. Am I just supposed to be reading what's at the bottom of this screen? All right, we've got Glenn Graham at 149.35.
All right. Well, I'm back, and it sounds like Tiffany had a good time while I was away. I'm sorry. I did get pulled away by a few, and I left her here all to fend for herself and probably didn't give a great explanation how to run the show. So, Tiffany, for that, I do apologize. That wasn't on purpose. Yes. So, yeah, I kind of put her in the hot seat. This is day one with us for the broadcast team, and so obviously I've been doing this a long time, and I kind of take things for granted. So, Tiffany, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Oh,
but
I
you had a good
forgive
time
you.
is what you told me, right?
I mean, I didn't hate it, but I was sweating more than I prefer to.
It's funny because it kind of looks easy in a way, but it's a little more than that. There's a lot of moving pieces that obviously the Revolution.com team puts together, like our timing and scoring. And, of course, with that timing being delayed a little bit for us because we're working on literally wind-up internet, literally I have to hand-crank the internet, and I forgot to do that before I left, so I apologize, Tiffany. Didn't mean to do that to you. But
I forgive you.
But thank you. I appreciate that. I was a little sweat. You want to talk about somebody sweating? That was me right here. So I appreciate you being here and taking over for me while I ran to do that. And I know where the racing's getting ready to resume. It sounds like there's some cleanup maybe. I don't know all the details. I got stopped by I have a couple updates for everybody at home if they want to know. Ned Dunphy completely destroyed his differential, so he's heading to RPM transmissions and the ones who do his differentials and whatnot. They're literally heading over there right now to get that swapped out. He said he'll be back tomorrow. Wanted to do another interview, so we'll probably see him tomorrow. Knowing Ned, he'll work all night, get that back together, so that's pretty cool, huh, Tiffany? That's the Flying Pumpkin. That's the orange Viper. 224. He's been faster than that. I know his goal is 240, and that's what he's trying to do. And something tells me he's going to do that this weekend. I just have that gut feeling. So, anyway, that's kind of where we are there. That was one of the updates. And then Calvo Ninjaneering. That's the tuner. Super great guy, Colin. He's on the keyboard over there. They're looking at traction-related things, and they're going to turn a couple of their Vipers up. And so that's pretty impressive. And then I ended up getting stopped by bad boy Morris Malone. This is the craziest thing, Tiffany. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So the red Z06 Corvette, the one that's really fast, he went 224 miles an hour, right, twice. And the car's been faster, 239 and change, but he did the 224 miles an hour in second gear.
Woo.
How many cars, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls out there in the universe, go 224 miles an hour in second gear?
None?
I can't think of any. I think that was the only one. So anyway, that's just I have some more updates. I got stopped by pretty much everybody, which was cool. I really appreciate that. I just had to go use the restroom, and I left Tiffany all by herself.
Glad you had a little party.
Yeah.
I was having my own.
You were having
party.
your own sweating party? That's okay. That's all right. Let me show you how to do this here. You ready for this? Okay, that's Scott McIntosh with a 154.1 in that Audi R8. David Perlman, that's Dallas Performance with a 191.000 in that 2,500 horsepower beast. That was our last run. And, of course, again, as Tiffany probably didn't know, there's a little delay on our screen. So now we got Jamie Hopkins. He's already been a best of 198.1. That's going to be coming up here right after these. Greg Bunn and Wes Waltz. Wes Waltz is Elite Finish Details, also one of our sponsors. I call my main man Wes. He's in the Mustang. Just went through the traps at 154.4. Greg in the ZX14R 165.2. Now we got Jamie Hopkins in that Audi R8. Julian Bassler. You and I talked about Julian, right? Probably you need to get that introduction.
He's my guy.
He is your guy. So there's how you find him. You should probably stop him for an interview. I'm just saying.
Okay, I can work on that.
Yeah. Maybe you can ask him how he has so many exotic cars, and that seems like a really great idea. When he comes by, why don't you stop him, and I'll go ahead and make the introduction for you.
And how trusting he is.
Yes.
Yes.
I have a feeling you're going to put that trust to test, but he did go through the traps at 150.6 in his Lamborghini Performante, and then Hopkins went through with 162.6. Now we got Charlie Callahan, 450 horse Mustang GT350R Aaron, 1,024. We got all those horsepowers right in the box on that one. That's who's up next on the track. Couple Mustangs out there. I think what I'll do is I'll run out and stop him, so that way he can't get around me.
Good plan.
He'll probably run me over. But I'll do anything for you to make up where I left you, Tiffany. I would do that just for you.
It'd be a good start.
Oh,
I'll start making.
oh, she bad mad. Oops, oopsie. All right, I'm gonna go get him. Hang on.
He didn't go far, luckily. I've got him in eyesight.
Okay, I'm back. Set up you'll get a great interview here in just a little bit with Tiffany and Julian Bassler. Great guy. Has a lot of nice cars out here. We saw Brad Blankenship in that Audi S6, 149.3. Tyler King in that SS Camaro, 162.3. Looks like I got Scott Sheldon coming up with the Camaro. Kurt Saytriab in that beautiful Fairlane coming up. That Fairlane is going to go around the outside of the Camaro. Love that. 149.3 for Kurt. 103 for the Camaro. Dave Webster coming up that Challenger Hellcat. Peter in that E63 AMG. Peter's been a best of 155 and change. Just like to give a quick shout out, 1320video.com. You're catching us probably on their website and streaming services, YouTube and whatnot. So appreciate their support as always. Great to see them out here catching some action as well. So thank you so much for being out here. I know we're on Twitch, and that is with some really good help from Global Time Attack. Jason, appreciate your support. Dave Webster in that Challenger 144.8. Peter with a 152.2. It's kind of waiting for the next thing to drop in my queue. I see the cars on the launch pad, but they're just not dropped in my queue. Everything it's getting a little warmer, so sometimes there's a delay on my end or what it gets to my end, so I have to kind of improvise. Great view of the entire venue. Like I said, sold out. We've been sold out for months. And I will tell you something. When we first came out here, there wasn't a lot of activity. About 1/3 of that parking lot had cars in it, and it was a little interesting starting this event seven years ago. Which I can't believe I can say that, but Martanya and that Audi RS6, 800 horse, been a best of 165.2. That's what's coming up there on the launch pad. Pretty exciting to see them. Going up against Jason Ray in that GT350R. Whoa, see that Audi launch? Whoa! Love that. One heck of a launch from the Audi. 160.5, 165.2 for the GT350R. That was pretty great. Looks like I got another Nova and another Mustang up there. Let's see if it pops up here on my queue. Got our interview gal, Tiffany. She's going to ride along with Julian Bassler here just a little bit, so that'll be kind of fun. Found a helmet for her, so she wanted to ride. I kind of owed her one after just leaving here all to fend for herself on day one. I think she did a great job. Brandy Bajoni's in that GT500. Been a best already of 150.5. Russ Hess in that Nova SS. Boy, that is a tongue twister. 144.9 best mile an hour so far. There's two Novas out here, a 4-door and a 2-door. That's Lakeland, one of our grid girls out there. On the unleaded 88 can. Nova's not going to wait around, not even for a moment. .6 for Brandy, 150.4 for the Nova. Brandy put it down there at the end. Woo! Love that. Love this drone footage from the Revolution.com film team. Great job, everyone involved in that. I can't believe how stable those shots are. It's pretty amazing. It looks like it's from an actual helicopter with a pilot in it, and yet that's being navigated remotely. That's pretty impressive. Got one of Julian Bassler's cars. This is the Nismo up against Jay Legend, the Audi R8. Jay's been a best at 140.1. Julian's car been a best at 161.1. Definitely took the Audi and had a nice lunch on that one. 139.3 to a 157.0. Now I got Greg Barnett, GT500, Andrew Weidel in that Z06. Been a best of 157 in the Z06, 147 in the GT500. .8 and 155.3 right there. Now we got Kent Seckler in that ZX14R. Brandy Myers in that S10. I know an S10, right? But still 123.4 miles an hour. That's getting up and moving. Speak of getting up, that front end's way up. Got to nose that thing down a little, get a little more speed out of it. Maybe put the tailgate down. I don't know if he's got a tonneau cover. That would help. 156.1 to a 121.5 for the S10. James Walden coming up, that Cobra replica. Ryan Keebler, Audi R8. Been a best of 153.1 in that car. Pretty cool to see a Cobra replica out here. $113 for James, $149.1 for Keebler. See what I got on the starting line. It's our unleaded 88 camera. Waiting for the next couple cars to come up. Looks like I got Mark Bayless coming up. Sarah Bolin coming up in that Mustang. Mark's made 1 million passes, all of them over 100 and, well, one he made 149 too, but most of them over 150. That's Mark Bayless. We need to get that on film. Hopefully he was recording this. He actually outrun somebody. That's the second time. I love giving him a hard time. Mark's a good friend of mine, so I can say those things. He might not be upset. 122.8 to a 153.6. The Glenn Graham coming up in the Challenger. Tony Williams in the CTSV just went through at a 173.6. Glenn with a 149.6. Everybody's gearing up for the next part of this competition, so it's going to be kind of interesting. Definitely in the finals. I mean, look at the top 15 cars, been over 200 miles an hour, I believe. You can see it at the bottom there. Don't forget Unleaded 88, Earth Smart, Earth Kind. Get Jessica James in the lead there in the high mile an hour, 241.5. Jacob James, father, 231.2. Bad Boy Morris Malone, second gear run, 224.8. Ned Dunphy, Viper, 223.6. Antonio Calvo Viper, 219.4. Of course, we got Dave Briggs, Porsche 911 Turbo, 212. Big Ben Black in that beautiful Viper, 209.3. Clark Rosenthal in his 400 horsepower Camaro, 207.6. Aldo in that Lamborghini Huracan, 206.7. Todd Nall all the way down in 10th place at a 205. That's how fast this field is. Isn't that crazy? Nice looking Camaro and a Mustang coming up here. Sounds like we're waiting for an aircraft, and that's why we're kind of on pause here. Going to have the unleaded 88 Indiana Corn Marketing Council come over for a couple chats. You'll love that. Always excited to have her here. Just have a plane that's taxiing on the runway. We'll be back to racing here in just a couple minutes. Don't forget, this is an active airport. We've had a couple helicopters, a couple airplanes take off and land. So it is, an active airstrip out here at the Indy Airstrip Attack. Of course, brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council. And so we'll be back here in just a couple seconds. And I'm going to have a guest interviewer. Can't wait. Excited to have her on board. So I'll share that information with you here in just a couple minutes. And there's the airplane. You saw it there, at home or wherever you're watching online. And who would have thought that an airplane would slow down our race at an airstrip? I mean, really, right? I mean, come on. It is a race, and an airplane decided to take off and land. I mean, the nerve. But either way, we're going to be back to racing here shortly. It looks like we should be going green here in just a couple minutes. And I'm excited to do that as well. I know a bunch of the fast cars are going to be coming out here in probably less than 30 minutes. So you're not going to want to miss that because there's a competition portion of this, and I'll get into that later. But they'll have to make a fast run to advance to the next round. So hang on, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, I got this airplane out there, and I'm not sure if anybody wants to make a guess online of what the horsepower of this plane is, but I'd love to hear what your guesses are, because at this point it feels like it's probably not much. But yeah, let's have your guesses online. If you're watching the live stream at home, what's your guess of the horsepower of this beast? And how fast do you think it actually goes on the ground? And how fast do you think it actually goes in the air? I know how fast that plane actually goes in the air, so I can chime in on that. But looks like it's getting ready to take off. That is the 4th or 5th airplane on our active airstrip that we have. And yeah, that's what we have kind of going on. We're just waiting for that to clear, and then we're going to get back to racing. And my guest announcer, I always like having banter with her, so you ought to love it. She usually gets me pretty good, so I'm probably well deserving of that. But nonetheless, hang on real tight just for a couple more seconds, and we'll be right back to racing here. How's it going out there? We're just waiting for this plane. Of course, I got Elena here. We're just hanging out. Of course, she's Indiana Corn Marketing Council. And tell me a little bit about your hat you're wearing. I think it's kind of cool. Tell me a little about it.
Thanks. So this is Pearson Fuels. They're the largest E85 fuel supplier in California, and really been talking to them about teeing up the California sponsor opportunities actually for ship sector. So no pressure,
cool.
Pearson Fuels, but they're a great partner.
Oh, now she's done it to you.
country.
Put you right on the spot in front of millions of viewers.
Yes, they're a great partner. So.
Yeah, where is their logo behind us? I don't see their logo. I don't see it. Do you see it anywhere? I don't see it. I think we need to add that though, right?
You know, honestly, the E85 logo that we've added this year to Unleaded 88 is on all of the dispensers in their locations, because they have about, I don't know, over 400 sites in California.
Wow, 400?
Yeah, so they have an app, Pearson Fuels, and you can pull it up. So they're a huge partner, though, a big supporter of ethanol. So our corn farmers here in Indiana really like them.
I bet. Yeah, that's fantastic news. Can you do me a favor? Can you have them bring some up into Washington? I would really like that. Washington State or Oregon.
Yes, absolutely.
We just don't have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough E85 up. And I'm being serious. We don't have enough. The market up there is huge for E85, so something maybe you can bring up to them. We would love to burn Indiana corn in Washington.
Absolutely. I'll definitely do that. We're working on E15 right now and getting that through. There's a lot of legislative items. California Air Resource Board. California is a beautiful state. I love it. It's just a lot of hoops to jump through on a policy perspective. So
yeah, and it could very well be that way in Washington. I don't know. I'm not involved in any of that stuff. All I know is I would burn a lot of it. So see if you can get it up there. That'd be fantastic. And tell me your experience so far today. What's been your favorite thing? I know you're doing the E85 and the Unleaded 88, and a fantastic job with the Indiana Corn Marketing Council. So what's your favorite part of this event for you?
Well, I'll give a shout out to Randall's Media and to Jeffrey J. Hart because and the drone guys. So the drone footage this year, having extra drones out, has been amazing. The aerial shots, it really helps put in perspective the size of the airport and the cars that are fitting on it. When you say 270 cars, you know, people are like, "Oh, is that a lot?" Yeah, it's a lot of cars on a live airport, as you just mentioned. Yeah. So I've loved the drone footage this year. So
the drone footage is one of your big things. I agree. My favorite so far has been the drone footage over the top of the start, at the very start, just looking at it over the top. I just think that's amazing. So
absolutely, and the grid girls, always give a shout out to them. I haven't gotten out there just yet. You know, there's still time in the day.
We've got to do that because it's kind of you do it every year. So I'm thinking that before the end of the day today, you should probably get out there and, as always, be one of the grid girls.
Yes,
which
and
you do a great job arm dropping.
Yeah,
so.
For those of you that do follow at Indy Biofuels, thank you. I am going to do my big jump. There's a big leap in the air. I know Jeffrey J. Hart's laughing right now. I'm sure, and Ryan. So yes, I will be doing that shot for those of you that are looking for it. I didn't know it's a thing now. So
it's a thing. Yeah, it's something we talk about.
As high as I can.
Yep. It's I don't know what exactly you call that jump, other than it's like a gymnastic move is what it looks like, and I can't do it. Those are the two things that I know.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool when you do that. You've been doing that, I think, for pretty much almost every year. At least it's become kind of a thing, definitely in the past 2 years.
I know. I'm trying to. It's even our Indiana Corn Marketing Council corn board who's been out here.
Did you just say corn board? Like that's really a thing?
Yes.
It's a corn board. So are you part of the corn board? I'm part of the corn board.
That helps with the checkoff, getting the consumer awareness message out to all these great spectators here. I think like 3,000. I don't know the numbers right now, but a lot of people. They are the ones that get the funding to support, allow me and our group to like work together with all the folks here at Shift Sector in the Airstrip attack. So without them, and I'm basically their market development biofuels director. So my job is to make sure that consumers are aware.
Great job as always. I mean, you do a wonderful job every year. It just gets better and better and better. And I really have to think that that's 100% you doing all that hard work on that people don't see. I see some of it, and I just see the smallest percentage of it. But I know you put in a lot of time and effort, and I can't thank you enough myself for what you do, because I wouldn't be here yelling out in a microphone, and I kind of like doing that.
Yes,
so.
I appreciate you, Jimmy. best MC before live stream, during live stream.
I appreciate you being here. Well, it looks like our airplane has taken off, so I'm going to have you call a couple races here with me. Right now, it looks like we got a Camaro and a Shelby, so a little Mustang on Camaro action. Why don't you call the mile an hours up there?
Keaton Tizer 175.64 and Colin Psalms 151.77.
Great job as always. We'll wait for our next race. I think it's queued up here. Look at that view, though.
There it is.
Yep. That is
baby shot.
You helped create all that. Think about that. That's crazy to me. Oh, look at this. I think Mick Lay, isn't he from Indiana here?
Sounds familiar, but put me on the spot. So yes.
I do. I think I've talked to him before, and I believe he is, if he's not from here, he's not far from here. So 2,000 horsepower. He's been a best of 188.6. Here we go.
Oh, he's got the chute that came out for that. 193.88.
Nicely done. Yeah, he definitely sped it up. I know he's looking for that 200 plus. He's right there. Looks like I got Sean Kuberiet coming up in that Porsche Turbo. He's been a best of 175.0. Caleb Swan Mustang next to him, been a best 131.6. So 1,000 horsepower in this Porsche, which is a lot. And I'm pretty much guaranteed he's running E85 in that Porsche for sure.
I love it. Yeah, over 65% of the drivers are running E85 here. Started at 10% back in 2011. So I think the marketing of Unleaded 88 E85 is working here.
Yes, I would say you are definitely doing a fantastic job of getting the word out. And obviously, just from my personal experience, you can make so much more reliable horsepower that's safer with E85. And so obviously that's the go-to. There's many other blends and whatnot, but just E85 in general is just a fantastic way to go to get good horsepower and just more efficiency, but most importantly, just safer on the motor and the environment.
The environment, I was going to mention that. So up to 50% greenhouse gas reduction in the emissions. So for those of you out there that are very environmentally friendly and also like to really go fast in your exotic race car, you're really killing a couple birds with one stone. And I do have out here with me American Lung Association, who's also one of our sponsors, and Greater Indiana Clean Cities Coalition. I sit as the board president for that coalition right now, and they're a big supporter here as well to tout that sustainability message. So very, very proud about that.
Yeah, you're doing a great job there too. It's great to have them on board, and I think it's always good if we can help the environment any way we can. And to be honest with you, my standpoint is all that's great, but I just love the smell of the 85.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not. This day is so beautiful.
Hey, I just want to take, we've been thanking everybody, our supporters and all of our vendors and sponsors and whatnot all day long. And I'm just going to, my producer is going to read a name live right now. And we're going to thank, specifically one of our viewers for chiming in. So wait for that. Here, it's coming up in a second in my ear. And we want to thank Jack Daniels for watching this stream. I'm not joking. That's what I was just in my ear.
Love it.
So
Love it.
Thank you, Jack Daniels.
Thank you, Jack Daniels.
Yes. I mean,
we love you too.
Yeah, that's right. I love Jack Daniels, a personal friend of mine. Just saying. I call him John, but, whatever.
Yeah, you can come out.
That's
Are
right.
they at the race right now?
Yeah, you could come out next time, Mr. Jack Daniels, so feel free to do that.
Send me a DM.
There you go. Oh,
At
boy.
Indy Biofuels. We're always looking for potential new alcohol sponsors. So what we bring out.
We also want to thank, get this, OMG Brah. I think I said that right. I even added the tone. So OMG Brah. Thanks a lot. We got Bad Boy Morris Malone. Here we go. This is a big one here.
Oh my.
Maybe he'll shift it into third gear. Hang on for this one.
Ooh, it's coming in hot.
Can't see from my vantage point once it crosses the line, but it looked pretty fast to me. Was it faster than the last time?
230.77.
230.77 miles an hour.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the
Nicely
boogie.
done, Bad Boy Morris Malone in the house.
You started it with Bad Boy. I immediately went to Bad Boy.
I be occasionally. Oh, my bad. I got it wrong in my ear. Ivy occasionally. Would like to thank them as well. I'm getting all this in my ear. So
I love these names.
I
Those
know
are
these
so
names
creative.
are great. I know. We got Jessica Hassing coming up next. 1,500 horse.
Oh, there goes my
She's
taxi.
going right around the shift sector taxi. What's that mile an hour? Ooh.
191.41.
Gonna
Good
like
job,
that.
Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica got it done.
Shout
at
out to the
191.
ladies.
Yeah, shout out to the ladies for sure. A lot of fast. The fastest run of the day is by Jessica James, 18 years old at 2:41 and change.
Oh, is she in white? Is she in white?
Red UGR Huracan.
Red.
Yep.
Sorry, wrong. Well, good job.
We'd like to thank Elrod Jenkins online here. Not sure if you're catching us on Twitch or YouTube or 1320 video or all the above.
Yeah,
Some
maybe if
interesting
they have
names,
any
huh?
questions, well, I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any questions for
Any professional questions, somewhat sarcastic, we'll take.
You got any questions for Alina? That would be fantastic. You can catch her on Unleaded. Actually, what's your actual call sign on because you're gonna have all these people slide into your DMs. Yeah.
Oh, Top Gun 2 is awesome.
Yes.
That's a free plug right
Yeah.
there. Well, my call sign, also
Yeah.
known as my social media handle,
Right.
as at Indy Biofuel.
Indy Biofuels. So that's Instagram, and probably what else? Is it? Mainly
It's on
Instagram?
Twitter as well.
Okay, on Twitter.
Yes.
Got to get the Twitter.
Yes.
So check that out
Tweets
for
are my
sure.
own.
Check that out for sure. Gentlemen, be careful when you slide in those DMs. Keep it pro, right?
Yes, it looks like I am a mom of 2 kids.
Yep.
No, you will not see that on there.
Yes.
I try to keep it looking fun and travel and exotic.
It is very
you
fun
know?
and very. I pretty much live vicariously through your eyes with the
Never
travel.
a bad day on Instagram.
That's
It's
right.
Only wonderful highlights.
That's true, but you do a great job of that, and you'll find the latest jump, which is going to happen at some point today. So I'm sure you'll post that as always.
I'm
so.
going to post it. I'll tag you in it because we have a competition every year too on who can repost each other's repost the most.
I think I'm almost winning that competition. I'm
Okay.
pretty close.
You just keep on
Just
reposting
keep on.
it.
She's like, I did that once to her, and I reposted it, not knowing what I was doing because I just didn't know what I was doing, and she actually fired back. She goes, "I can do this all day long."
Yes.
That's the funniest thing.
Yes. For those of my my Marvel fans out there, you know what line that's from. Put that in the chat. You can guess it right now.
I like it.
Yeah. We had
I can do this all day long. That's the
yeah,
line.
fun fact. I'm a huge Marvel fan and Star Wars fan.
Well, Star
So
Wars.
there we go.
Yes, Star
I'm gonna
Wars.
reach all the
Quiz
men.
me on Star Wars. Go right ahead. I'm right here. Go ahead.
Oh man, what is the name of in the recent Mandalorian? One of the little tiny characters that's green.
Oh yeah, we all thought it was Baby.
I think there's 3 names.
Yeah, we thought it was Baby Yoda,
Right, and then it was like, nope.
and that wasn't it. Nope.
No.
And now I'm forgetting it. My
It was
son.
the child.
Yep.
Little child. And then
Grogu.
it turns in. I believe it is
Grogu.
Grey Goo.
Grogu.
Grey Goo.
Hey, yeah, I got it. Vodka and Grey Goose? No, that's not right.
No, Grey Goo.
Yeah, we're not on a big delay here. We're just Morris Malone. Some parts of his car flew off, like
Oh.
body parts or something. I'm not sure. I didn't see it on my vantage point, so that's what we're waiting for. But keep quizzing me on Star Wars. What else? So I got that one, or got pretty close. What else you got? Come on, bring it.
Well, there's a new thing that's coming out with they're gonna show like the wedding of a very hot couple from Star Wars from the original 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know
So
who
that would
wedding
be, yep, that would be Darth Vader himself, and one of my long-term crushes, or at least the actress anyway, Princess. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Oh my goodness, it's right there. They created Luke, and why is it right there and I can't get it?
I know.
Abadal, no. Why am I not
Amidala.
getting this? Yeah, why am I not getting this? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Amidala.
I'm just whispering it into the microphone.
But basically what you're talking about is what is Anakin Skywalker and
Well, the new one coming out is supposed to be for Princess Leia and Han Solo.
yeah. That's
I
what
don't know
heard.
how many spin-offs they can do, but if they can do as many, like I said, Marvel movies as they've done, it blows my mind. And you have to watch all of them to know what's going
So,
on.
question in my ear: how
Oh.
many languages does C-3PO speak in?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good Star Wars
Yeah.
question. I don't know, but I know there's the forbidden language.
If you can figure this one out, you get a free live stream next year. So it must be pretty tough to
I
figure
feel like
out.
something crazy, like over 2,000.
She's saying over 2,000 for the record. I don't know. That one's got me stumped. So what is the actual answer? Does anyone
Yeah,
know?
I like this. We could do trivia.
Yeah. Does anybody know? And if so, chime in on the live stream for us if you do know. I'd love to have the actual answer. But you've had some great ones. Those are fantastic, actually.
Oh, Larry.
60 million languages is the answer.
Oh, wow.
That was
way
instant
off.
and fast. Yeah, I was off by a lot because I
Who's
thought
that
it was
name?
like
Who's
4.
that person in the
so
chat? Shout out to that person who asked that question.
So it sounds like our producer, JeffreyJHart.com. You can find him at JeffreyJHart.com. I've got him chimed in my ear, and then Revolution, who's bringing us all this great film footage, got them in my ear too. And so you had Jeffrey sweating because he thought for sure you might be able to get that
Oh, yeah.
C-3PO question, and I didn't have a chance, so that was out.
I know. Man, such a good series.
I
We
know.
could come up with a bunch of other.
One of my favorites. Well, it looks like we're back to racing. I saw Bad Boy Morris Malone looking under the car. Something. I think one of his under chassis parts fell off, but I'm not 100% sure. That last run there. Yeah, Bill Regal 189.0. That's pretty good. He's fast all the time. I got Ron Moen. You know what I call him? I call him Vengeance Racing Jr. because he's awesome. 1,000 horsepower car. Already been that's Ron Moen. My bad. That's senior. What am I doing? That's senior. I don't want to call the car's name because I don't know if he wants to call it that anymore. But right off the trailer hit 196.2, and it sounds like it's moving.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm pretty positive that is the fastest C5 in the half mile. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. What was the mile an hour?
Let's see.
Wait for it. Wait
for it. Look at that beautiful drone shot.
There it is.
Oh, 193.
193.1. Yeah, not
1.3.
bad. Not bad
We're
at all.
Almost there.
Missed it by that much. Just kidding.
I love this shot right here.
I know,
those
me
of you
too. The
watching.
drone footage is like literally watching a movie.
Yeah.
Stephen
Little
Ulrich.
Lakey Lou.
Yep, Stephen Ulrich in that ZL1 Camaro. Paul Cunningham in the RS3. Paul's made 8 billion hits today. That's what you can do at a regular shift sector Indy Airstrip attack, is make run after run after run, as many as you would like. Not just a onesie twosie. It's an all daysy, all weekendsy. There's all of our fans in the stands. Give a shout out. You're on TV. Fans in the stands. Hello.
Fans in the stands.
Yeah. The stands are really their chairs, but you get what we're saying.
Yes. I want to bring the stands back.
I know.
I get asked that a lot. When are you gonna
Love
bring
the
grandstands
stands.
back?
Yeah,
Like,
I love the stands.
I know I don't make that call, but it would
I
amplify the view.
can probably mention it. Ryan Hopkins in that Lamborghini Huracan, mile an hour. What did that look like? Did it pop up on your screen? I see bad boy Morris Malone getting the haul back from his hauler. And I got Garrett Van Winkle just made it through the traps. I haven't seen their mile an hour yet. Probably going to pop up on my screen over here. Dun, 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 dun. Wait for it, and maybe. That's a good movie line if anybody's ever seen it. Nobody's looking, and go. Try to name that one. Ryan Hopkins, 198.3. Garrett Van Winkle, 172.2. Bonus points for if you're at home for what movie was that from? No one's looking, nobody's looking, and go. There's that crazy Infinity G35. Julian Bassler, he is taking Tiffany. That was Tiffany that should have been in the car with him there, who's been conducting our interviews, doing a great job. I left her here all by herself, and she didn't seem to appreciate that while I went to use the restroom, which I think I saw you over by the restroom. You saw that line, so, but she wasn't super happy about that.
It's a lot.
There's a lot going on.
It's a roller coaster. It's like the fastest straight roller coaster.
Mhm.
You know, people don't understand.
There's
how fast
Jason
that
right
goes.
there.
There's Jason.
Yes, owner
Look
of
at
Shift
him.
Sector.
Woo-hoo. Shout out to Caroline.
And Caroline, who's the real owner of Shift Sector.
They're like a great team.
Absolutely.
I would love
They are an
maybe see
amazing
a reality
team.
show with them. And
No,
the
actually,
whole-
you know
the
what?
whole
That's
team.
actually a good idea.
Yeah, I would tune in.
That's actually, I would 100% agree. It would just be, we could use like the porta potties as the confessionals. It'd be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
For the reality series. I think who's just go ahead and vote for that right now. You know, you can talk about that live if you like.
Yeah. Put a little message in the chat. Would you like to see Shift
Yeah.
Sector?
Yeah, would you like to see a reality series? Because there is a lot of drama. I'm just saying, we hide it all, but I'm telling you what right now.
It's family. It's like family, so
It
there's
is,
always
yeah,
drama, but you
yeah.
love each other, so you can't fight too long. I love how Jason and his wife just got back from Nashville on their way up here, and he's got a biscuit shirt from Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Little Vegas. That's what we call it here in Indiana.
Yeah, this is Little Vegas. It's a lot of fun. I know. I love the fact we have audience participation at home now, so they're trying to guess my line. They haven't got it yet.
Oh.
So I'm going to repeat it to make it easier, because there's certain things I can't say, because it would not be... it wouldn't be PG-13, so I won't say the full... Well, I'm saying the line, but I'm not saying what the lead-up to is. So I'll say it one more time.
Okay.
Nobody's looking, and go. That's the line. See if you can get it.
Shayla.
I appreciate the guesses online. It looks like we've got Tiffany back. We got another interview maybe lined up with JB. I'm not 100% sure, so get ready for that. He's got that crazy Infinity. It looks like 1,000 horsepower. That was
1,000 horsepower.
1,000 horsepower in that Infinity with a parachute.
Oh,
To
wow.
infinity and beyond.
I did watch that one
Yeah.
recently.
I bet you did with with the
Lightyear.
kiddos.
Lightyear. Yeah. Which also is the answer to the name of that voice for my last Marvel trivia.
Oh.
I can do this all day. You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, I love it. Everybody's cars look so beautiful. We've done a lot of ride-alongs today. A lot of spectator participation. Live stream's awesome, but doesn't do it justice on
So I'm going to try,
live
since
stream.
we're not getting it, you guys and gals at home are not getting the all the stuff. I'll throw out one after this interview. I'm going to have JB. JB, I'm going to go to you. Got a great interview. Go ahead, take it.
Hey everybody, we're sitting here. Tell us a little bit about your Soho Motorsports car.
It's a 2004 G35, fully built, still a D. Last time we dynoed, it was 1127 at the tire. Having a little traction issue today, but trying to make the best of it.
So who out here are you trying to beat? Who's your competition? Who you going to take out?
Just going for a time, that's it.
Just going for time? Cool. So they're running Ignite Racing Fuel, Soho Motorsports. Check them out. Thank you for coming. Where are you from again?
Charlotte, South Carolina.
Thank you for coming out here and having a good time. Back to you, Jimmy.
I'm here. All right. Thank you so much, JB. Appreciate it. Great interview. As always, that's a pretty crazy car, that Infinity with 1,000 horsepower. Got another one coming up with Tiffany here real quick, so you're not going to want to miss that. He's got Julian, I believe, going to pull up, and he can explain how many cars and what he's got kind of going on. Tiffany just did a ride along, so you're not going to want to miss out how that went. And right now I got Patrick Parker back in that S2000. I know he's been kind of working it out. The car's been pretty fast before, 800 horse. I can't remember the high mile an hour that car's done in the past, but it's definitely been more than 123. So I know he's been kind of chasing a problem. And then same thing with Mike Geiserman. He's been kind of chasing a problem. That car's been real fast. This weekend it's been 179, I believe. So you can see the pre-grid there. The golf cart, we'll probably race that too. Why not? Because it's there.
You know, I get asked, I have some friends that have one wheel, and they want to do so much racing on one wheel, boosted board, bring out other types of vehicles that you would not think of.
We do like
I
a
think
little
it's
baby
turning
half
into
mile.
something else. It's an old show that starts with Jack. I feel
Yeah,
like it could turn
yeah,
into
yeah.
a
I can see
pretty
that
funny
happening.
series.
I can see that happening 100%. Yeah. This Corvette is no slouch. He just went, I think, over 200. Mike Kavanaugh did 2011. What did he do this time?
Oh, Matt, 205, 205.86.
205.86 miles an hour. Matthew Kavanaugh
your
picking up the
time.
heat.
Beat your last time.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 2015 Corvette. He's sneaking up on Ron Moen's deal, so that's for sure. All right, it sounds like I got a great interview. Tiffany just did a ride-along with Julian Bassler. I'm wondering if Tiffany's ready. If she's ready to go, I'm going to throw it over to her. Tiffany, take it away.
All right, we're here with Julian, and he just took me on a ride of my life. We made it to what? 160. So, Julian, you have a couple cars out here. Tell me which one's your favorite.
Brought a 2015 Nismo GTR, basic bolt-on, 700 horsepower. The Performante putting down about 650. Another 2015 Huracan that's putting down 1700, and then 820 horsepower R8 P10 manual.
A lot going on. It's been a good day, though. I really, really appreciate you for taking me out on that. Tell me a little bit about who you brought out here with you.
I brought some family, I brought some friends. I got 6 people that came today. I got 7 people that are coming tomorrow. It's just kind of fun to share this experience with people that have never experienced it. So,
Cheers. Nope. Are you going to be coming to any other shift sector events?
we got Kansas coming up. I'll definitely make that one. And then, that's a fast car. And then doing some Crown Rally stuff, kind of that took more this year than just racing.
Thank you so much, and back to Jimmy.
Great job there. Really appreciate it. Tiffany, sounds like you had a really good time. I'm not surprised. I'm a big fan of that man, so appreciate all the stuff he does out here. Sitting out here with Elena, as always, having a good time. Just kind of watching all the stuff unfold and all the racing and whatnot. So, yeah, it's been such a great this is just day one.
It's day one. This is, for those Indiana folks know, this is the best weather we've had for August and this race in a long time. It's beautiful. 80, mid-50s for the night.
You were just
no humidity.
Literally, you're so lucky to, because you live somewhere around here, somewhere close to Marion, or I'm assuming.
I live in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Yes. So,
So
an hour and
such
15 minutes south.
Such a great area. Just Indiana in general, still one of my favorites. You know, it's where David Letterman was for so long. So of course, I think he resides in Montana now. Maybe, who knows? But anyway, I'm a big fan, and I know he always talked about Indiana, and so that's what was my introduction to Indiana was David Letterman in, I think, 1982. So yeah, that dates how old I am. I'm old, but
and he participates in the racing teams. And
oh yeah,
so.
yeah. That's Letterman Rahal, I believe, and I think we have Rahal here, don't we?
Yes,
we got
do.
Graham Rahal racing.
Yeah, shout out to Alex Sweet is here. I work with Peter Gaunt as well for the marketing. They're big. They do a lot of coffee shop talks, and a lot of the guys that race in the race here actually participate at the Graham Rahal Performance at their office in Brownsburg, and they're actually about to open a new location that's going to be bigger and better in Zionsville, Indiana.
Wow,
so
very cool. What a nice connection there.
Yeah.
And then Graham is married to, is it Ashley Force? It's one of the Forces.
Yes.
I can't remember which one for some reason off the top of my head. It's not Brittany. Maybe it is. It's one of the, I'm getting that wrong, and I'm just butchering that up, so I apologize. But, you know, of drag racing fame, and just a wonderful family. I've met John numerous times at events, and I remember the girls when they were much younger. So again, here I go telling everybody how old I am. But great racing families, both of those.
Yeah. He's a huge collector of motorcycles.
Yep,
and
Porsches and
yeah, he's got a private collection. If you ever get a chance to go to their,
he actually has
shop.
he has one car in his collection that was from my collection. Actually, he has a early '72 Porsche that was in one of my collections. Actually, hard car to find. I saw it and I was like, I didn't sell it directly for the record, but to him. But I'd sure like to go visit the car again. So if you're listening,
yes, I could help make some arrangements. Hopefully,
Jerry Seidfeld got my wedding car, and Graham Rahal got one of the others. So kind of crazy how small the world really is. Daniel Bartram in a Mustang coming up. Steven Hetrick. Corvette, 800 horse in the Corvette, and Mustang 550. For some reason, it looks like I lost my screen. I'm not sure why I lost my actual visual screen, but hopefully they'll get that fixed over there. But I've got my announcer screen, so I'll make it happen one way or the other. That wind is picking up. Is that maybe possibly like the hint of some weather coming our direction? Is it coming our way or is it going away?
I haven't looked exactly, but I heard tomorrow is going to be a little different than today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well. Always good for activities. Daniel with a 140.7. Steven with a 172.0. That time around.
That sounded really loud.
Bradley Connor in that M3, Michael McCarley in the ZR1, both fast cars. Gotta wait for the mile an hour to pop up on my screen. Mike with a 180.3, 137 for Bradley. And Brett Campbell in the Corvette, Joe Dietrich in the other Z06 Corvette. One's a Grand Sport, one's a Z06, so lots of Corvettes out here. A lot of Mopars, actually, it seems like every year. Do you have like a Dodge or whatever plants around here? It sounds, I heard rumors that it's not far.
We do have a GM plant in Fort Wayne, Indiana. No, we've got, I can't think of off the top of my head if we've got other...
Must be something close. A lot of great Mopar. A lot of Mopar activity here, more than I think I've seen in any of the other events. Which is kind of cool, because, you know, I help run a Dodge Jeep Chrysler store back in Portland, Oregon, so there's that. Which, by the way, your next car purchase could and should be on driveway.com. Definitely take a look at that. Thousands of cars from your couch to your driveway. In other words, you can select that right there where you're at, you know, anywhere, really. That's the whole idea, is you can buy from your couch and have it delivered to your driveway, making dreams a reality. So check out driveway.com for all those needs, and you will not be disappointed. Driveway, of course, is a part of and owned by Lithia Corporation, so check them out. You'll Nadim in that M3, 129.6. Jennifer Harper, loves seeing her out here. She's always fast in that Camaro with a 157.0. Yet again, another female driver. Love the female drivers because, to be honest with you, they're usually faster than the boys. Not joking, I'm serious. Today's no exception. Jessica James with a 241 change in the father-daughter team. And the UGR built Lambo. That's pretty impressive to me. 241 miles an hour, 18 years old. I can't even imagine. At 18 years old, I probably would have tried to go 241 miles an hour, but I probably wouldn't have worked out great for me.
Yeah, you know, I really admire their design team for their trailers. Last year was like hot green.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've got the black and the green. I know that's their style, but it's been an eye catcher actually today.
It's been huge.
I've seen a lot of people taking pictures.
Yeah, they just get a lot of
trailer.
attention for the right reasons. You know, just a quality father-daughter team, and I call them the DLG, but does anybody know what that stands for? Now PG, okay, come on. I mean, this is a family-friendly event, but yes, I nicknamed their team the Jacob and Jessica James team because it's so hard to get that. It's a tongue twister for me. So I called it because the team is centered and based on Jessica James. So there's your hint, DLG team. See if you can figure that one out. Since you can't figure out the other movie line, maybe you can figure that out. Do you have any guesses at all?
I can think of just random. I was like, down low, down low girl. Daughter loves grandpa. Oh, I should have guessed that. As Jimmy writes it down for me. Way overthought that one, everybody.
Yep. I think it's kind of it's fun. I'll have to go talk to them after the race and see if they're okay with that. So if they're not, then I apologize. I thought it was cute. It still is cute, but if anyway, I'll chat with them later about it. But if you can guess at home, by all means, I'll hear it in my ear. Jim Bond in that beautiful C4 Corvette. It's been going at it all day long. That's the other one on the other lane there. That's Ryan in what used to be a cop car. What's the mile an hour look like?
See, Ryan.
It went up and flashed so fast, even I missed it.
I know, it was fast.
So fast. It was as fast as the car. Like, whoa, okay, and we're gone. 133.2 for Jim in the C4, 131.2 for Ryan in that Caprice. The Caprice sounds all kinds of crazy. Like an old cop car. Alex Sweet, we were just talking about him, right?
Alex.
Yeah. In the 2021 Mustang. I think he's from the Rahal camp.
Yes, Graham Rahal Performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, well wishes to Peter Gaunt. He's a little under the weather this weekend, so he wasn't able to come out, and he just started with him a few months ago. Wow. Don't worry, Peter, next time.
Next time.
I invite you to some fun events.
Is there a lot of, and I don't know the answer to this, so it's probably a silly question, but is there a lot of IndyCar teams actually in Indianapolis in general, or just Indiana?
Yes, actually, if you go over by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, right around the roundabout, they've got a lot of different, like Hardy Racing, the AJ Foyt, who also has a Foyt wine. They have a wine adventure, and I've gone there a couple times.
I'm missing my invite. I saw Jason and Caroline and you and your significant other, but I didn't see my invite. I was looking all over for it. So now I'm putting her on the spot in front of millions of people. Ha ha. But, I would love to buy a ticket and come and hang out. Just saying.
Well, let's see if we can work something out. We might need an announcer for that next event for that as well. Jason will be mad. He'll be like, "You're trying to take my MC." No. But yeah, we've got a few teams in Indianapolis.
That's really
we are
cool.
the home of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the
greatest spectacle in racing.
Yeah, the sponsors change and the fuel side change, but they are using renewable ethanol this next year. Just a mix of different renewable fuels. It was E85 for a long time, and now they're just going to use a lot of different renewable sources for 100% ethanol.
This could be a fast run, mile an hour on that. Both of those, Tim Hopkins and Jeff Bianchi, 3,000 horsepower in that Lamborghini Huracan. Mile an hour, 2:05.2. It looks like that run. First run of the day, not bad. Tim Hopkins been a best of 145 and change. Did a 143 that time around. Got a big Mercedes-Benz coming up. Lonnie Garner in a Corvette. That's on the launch pad right now. Yeah, there's so much racing history just in Indiana in general. I was just pretty much We're just adding to that history right now.
If I could have $1 for every time someone says there's more than corn in Indiana, I'd be really rich. But I've been to that spot where that phrase comes from only a couple times. It's
Right.
way up north, so I didn't go up there very often.
No.
But, you know, mini shout out to Indiana Beach. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
But I guess for corn here, I mean, half of our corn crop goes to ethanol, so we're home to 15 ethanol plants.
Is it really that? Is it that much now? Is it half?
Yeah.
Wow. What was it, say, 5 years ago? Do you know?
Oh, I think we're around the 40. For a
So it's been
nation, we're about
growing-
30%.
It's been growing at a pretty good percentage every year.
Well, you know, these lovely states on the West Coast keep wanting to reduce their carbon footprint, so there's a lot of corn in the United States. And I have to remind people, it's not the corn you eat. This is different, not
I
the
know.
sweet
It's,
corn.
that's always an interesting topic of conversation. That, you know, the corn in E85 and those types of fuels is not the corn that you just sit down and eat. So I guess what we're trying to say is don't drink the fuel. I don't think that's a great idea.
No. But yeah, so it goes to livestock, so I always do that as an education information topic quite often. Another one is, you know, just 10% ethanol in every gallon of fuel.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Some of you who don't know that, probably not the audience watching the live stream, because these are all like really intelligent vehicle OEM, engine manufacturer, mechanic people. But yeah, I do have that battle at the station, at gas station all the time too.
Yeah, I would imagine that's probably one part of your job that you get a lot of crazy questions about.
Yeah, it's sometimes some people just don't want to know. You know, you shouldn't have to think too hard about where you fill up, where you buy your groceries, and where you bank.
That's
just
true.
People just want to do that and move on with their lives, and I understand that.
Well,
but my
I mean,
job is to make sure, like for events like these, we recognize, you know, those message points.
Well, I mean, a
about
good banking
supporting
option
corn
would be
farmers.
like First Farmers Bank and Trust. That's a good banking option, I feel like. Do you feel like that?
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
they, you know, and they're not just for farmers. So I know the name says
Mhm.
that, but they do a lot of commercials for lots of business accounts and things. So it's
good to know.
Variety of DDAs, because my former background is also running financial institutions on the East Coast at one point. So I can also help
Is there
answer your
anything that
financial
you
needs.
have not done?
You know, one of the things is to do like sideline commentating, maybe for
Yeah,
some kind
well,
of
now you're doing that,
ESPN. So I
yeah.
feel like I'm getting a lot of
Yeah,
practice.
I think you're getting
right
some
now.
good practice
Yes.
right now. What's
No.
this? We got Michael Jordan coming up in a GTR. I
Oh.
didn't even know Michael Jordan was here. Who knew?
Yeah.
1200 horsepower GTR, first run. Is this really Michael Jordan? Can somebody confirm that? In my ear? I saw it online, but is that real or was that?
I
Well,
think
we're looking into
somebody
that.
might have that name. I bet he has to deal with that all the time.
I don't know. Photo? We're finding out right now. You know, he's not far. And he's into racing.
Oh,
NASCAR at a high level.
I know he likes
He's
to
always-
golf, and he does own
like
a
to
few
golf.
courses.
Yep, he likes
My
to-
brother likes to golf. Some of his courses.
Nice.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is a 2015 GTR, just won 136.1. We're confirming if it's actually Michael Jordan because we don't know. So to be fair, I have no idea. He was up against Craig Kaiser in the Mustang with a 152.08. Michael Jordan was a car 279. Got Julian Bassler's Audi R8 up against Michael Stout, Vengeance Racing back in the house. Beautiful C7. He's been chipping away at it. Best 190.11 this weekend so far. Sounds like he's working on some traction stuff. I know that they had just changed the combination, so probably not going to be his fastest runs. He's been well over 200 miles an hour before, so I'm not sure quite where he's at in his setup. And I think at some point you got to get out there and do your jump, right? I mean,
I know. I am gonna have to probably leave here in a couple minutes. I have to do another interview at 3:30.
very good, very
but look
good.
at this hot Red Bull car here.
What is that?
I wonder who's driving that Red Bull car.
James Sully in the Audi R8 Red Bull car, 1150 horse.
They're pretty strict about their branding, so you know.
Yeah, I'm quite curious about that actually.
You know, I do. I mean, maybe for a teaser next year. When I was at the Indy 500 this year, got to meet a lot of the drivers. Some of them were aware of the race. Some were interested. So I think we have an opportunity to have some of the drivers come out and ride
that'd
in
be
their cars that
huge.
actually live here local. You'd be surprised. Like Scott Dixon, he lives in like 10 minutes in the same area that I'm at. Don't really know him, but I've seen him at Starbucks. Hey, Scott.
That's kind of cool. That's very cool.
I'm a giant. I'm 5'10", so all the drivers are like a little bit shorter than me. Most of them, but that's okay. It makes them go faster.
You're killing me over here. I'm loving all this. This is cracking me up. She always makes me laugh, and then I'm like, I can't stop laughing, so I apologize. But it's still funny. The giant thing, I just about lost it. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's not the case at all. But
what can I tell you? I can say one more thing that's funny.
Okay.
So someone asked me the other day, they're like, what's something that makes you feel old? It was like an icebreaker thing at this conference. I'm like, I don't mind icebreakers. I'm like, well, go out to a restaurant and you get carded. Makes you feel good, right? But then they apologize because they're like, I didn't realize you were that old. So for those of you out there, I don't know.
Right.
Put your guesses in.
Yeah, that's.
I said thank you for that backwards compliment.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, without going, too far into it, I would imagine you look very young. So I'll just leave it at that.
I will take that all day long. I will take it. I go take my kids out to the grocery store. If I'm wearing just the right outfit, I look like their nanny. So I'm gonna keep it up as long as I can.
I'm gonna just absolutely avoid all that and check out this airplane that we see.
Oh, there goes that Red Bull car.
there goes the airplane. That's why we are actually, the track is cold.
Oh, okay.
We're waiting for this airplane, and so I know that you got to take off.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Oh, it's always great
having you. I'm
having
going to
you.
do the jump. Maybe I'll go out there. I think I'm going to flag some cars down.
You should definitely do both those things.
Give Miss Lakey Lou.
I will give you,
yes,
I will, me too. The grid girls here are amazing. The whole team is, for that matter, but and you're part of that team, so I appreciate everything as always, and make sure, and I will give you shout-outs when I see you on the screen for sure.
Okay, appreciate it, Jimmy.
Thanks.
All right, you guys keep dialing in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
That sounds fantastic.
Save the rest of the day.
Yes.
Thank you.
Be safe, have fun. Oh, yeah. All right, we're getting this airplane cleared off. Of course, always a good time having Elena here. Really appreciate her taking the time. Indiana Corn Marketing Council front person, Unleaded 88 and E85. So appreciate all that. We're just waiting for this aircraft to take off, and then we're going to get back. We're going to conduct a few interviews here in the middle of that, too. So lots more coming. Don't go anywhere. Some of the fast stuff is starting to kind of make its way back out. You can kind of see that on your screen. So I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if we see, because the temps have kind of dropped a little bit here. The wind's picked up, but it hasn't really changed direction. So for those that are tuning their car based on that wind speed and where it's coming from, should be in good shape. I feel like we're going to get some more fast runs in. So far, not surprised, UGR fastest with Jessica James at the helm at a 2:41 and change. So always good seeing those two teams out here. Now I got Julianne Bassler in the Huracan, 1,500 horse, been a best of 2:02 in this one. Great view of the helicopter there that's camped out. Julian with a 155.2, Patrick Swindell with a 158 in that BMW. Dusty Hall in the Camaro SS, Scott McIntosh in that Audi R8. Both have been around 160, pretty close. You can see all my fans in the stands. You're on TV right now, or computer. Wherever you are, thank you for being here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Camaro's going to serve up that something right off the Gapplebee's appetizer menu, also known as the Gappetizer. So 166.9 for Dusty Scott with a 151.9. Eugene McAllister in the 335i, 800 horse, been a best of 160 and change. And of course the official shift sector taxi on the other side of him. Greg Persifed, or I'm sorry, Persifield. Steve Crabtree in that Mustang. I'm not sure what's going on. 104 miles an hour, 400 horsepower is not computing to me. So I'm not sure if he's just not shifting. I don't know what's going on. It sounds like he's ran out of gear. Maybe that's actually what's going on. But I mean, it's definitely straight up out of the Fast and Furious, that Mustang. I don't really know how else to describe it. Not that one, but the Fox body. He's still making his way down. Not sure what all those details are. 132.3 for Greg, 99.9. That's right, didn't even break 100. So I'm just gonna go on a limb and say he's out of gear. Martanya in the Audi RS6 coming up. Carlos in his Audi RS7. Great launch. Watch these two things launch. It's just crazy. Just scooting out. Hopefully you're joining us out here or rejoining us out here at beautiful Indy Airstrip Attack. Got Ryan Keebler in that Audi R8, been a best of 153. Travis Boaz in that ZX-10R, been a best of 160.09. 1320 video camera right there. Appreciate all their support. If you're catching us through 1320video.com, really appreciate it.
I've brought this every year, been going faster every year.
Nice. And what was your very first trap year?
151, I think it was.
And what about now?
Well, we're not having any fun today, but we're hoping to get 170 tomorrow.
All right. Well, good luck for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Back to Jimmy.
Great job, Tiffany, as always. Great job. Great job. Been watching that little BMW all day. It's been kind of fun to call. Speaking of fun to call, I got that 72 Nova coming back, 500 horse, 161 miles an hour. Something tells me it's making a little more than 5. What do you guys think at home? It's going up against Amar in that M5, been a best of 147, so that 72 four-door Nova might smoke this BMW M5. What do you think about that? Looking at the unleaded 88 cam. One of our shift sector girls. Very well could be Shayla. It's hard for me to tell. That is Shayla. I don't know if we can put her Instagram handle up. I know she was interested in having that done. I don't know what it is, but there you go. BMW's off and running. Probably wants to get a head start against that four-door Nova because that thing bites. If you're local, probably stop by Casey's. Frosty cold beverage, grab a slice of pizza. Casey's convenience stores are top-notch here. Here comes that Nova. Closing up that gap. That looked faster than it's been in the past. Mile an hour. I will share it with you here soon. Amar in the BMW 147, 162.5. That is a new best for Cameron in that four-door Nova. What do you think about that? Next up, Dan Trickle, Camaro SS, Tyler King in another Camaro SS. It's a Camaro SS SSSS. The air is definitely getting cooler and denser, so I would hang out here. I feel like some of these cars are going to pick up some speed. That's just my personal opinion, but I'm also not the one driving, so there's that. A pretty good solid mile-an-hour run out of this. I could be wrong, but I believe that's a Calvo Viper. It's going over 200. It probably would be. It's looking real fast for that. Wow. That thing was making some power on the big end. Mile an hour. 204.17, so new best up for them. Jim Bond in that C4, 133.6. How about that 204 mile an hour pass in that Viper? Definitely Calvo has brought some fast cars as always. Jody Baez, 911 twin turbo, been a best of 173.8. Armando Perez in the Audi R8, been a best of 147.4. Jody Baez around the outside there in that Porsche. .177.3 for Jody. Coming up next, I got Doug McGuirk in that Viper. Been a best of 195.3. You know he's looking for that 200 mile an hour pass. Aldo in the Huracan, 1200 horse, been a 206. And it looks strong there. I wonder if he bettered that. .184.7 to all those 207, so he did go faster that time around. Dave Newen in that 911 Turbo, been a best of 189.9, 1100 horse. Caden Moen, that is Vengeance Racing Jr., as I call him. He's been a best of 174. Keeps getting faster. .190.2 for Dave. 172.0 for Caden. Good job, both of them. Wes Walls, my main man right there. Elite Finish Detail. GT350R. Been a best of 156.9. Ben Hoback. BMW 335 IS, DCT, don't have a mile an hour just yet on them. Wes running it out the back door for sure. 159.9. Ben in that BMW with a 136.3. Patrick Swindell, BMW M8 Competition, 800 horse, been a best at 168.7. Desmond, that beautiful Aventador, been a best at 155.8. Crazy that the BMW is faster than the Aventador, but that's where we're at. Looks like Tiffany's got a great interview. The couple guys in a Mustang, Fat House Fab in the house. Take it away, Tiffany.
Hello. I am here with Scott and Dave, two of the bestest friends from what I can tell so far. Tell me, guys, where are you from?
Port Huron, Michigan.
All right. And how many times have you been to this event?
This is our second year.
And what are you driving?
GT350R.
And who's winning out of the two of you?
I am.
Tell us a little bit about it, how you performing today.
Performing good. We're just stock. Dave's still tuning this car in, so we're just playing.
Any comment?
No, I'll leave it at that.
All right, fair enough, guys. Thanks so much for stopping in, for being here. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
Great, thank you.
Thanks,
Great
Jimmy.
job, Tiffany, as always. Appreciate everything. Great interview. Got Michael Jordan back in that GTR. Still haven't confirmed whether that is actually Michael Jordan or a Michael Jordan. Julian Bassler Huracan up next to him there. Either way, it's a gorgeous car, both of them. First Farmers Bank and Trust cam shot there. Great job. Revolution.com giving us all the goods on the down low video. Michael Jordan getting it done on the big end that time around. 173.6 for Michael Jordan. Julian with a 186.1. Got Martania in that RS6, Carlos in that RS7. These things launch like crazy. Got to watch that. It's pretty neat. American Lung Association clean air choice for the launch. Not the kind of launch that you eat, but the kind of launch that you go. So just an FYI, I got just an announcement in my ear just for everybody's safety and sanity here at the track. Definitely a big rainstorm coming up. About 10, 15 minutes away is what it looks like on the Doppler radar. Obviously, I don't have a pinpoint accuracy, but if you're in a spot where you could get drenched, maybe take a look at, just having a place to go in case it gets crazy. I'm not saying that it's going to, but take a look at it so you know. You can kind of see it live if you're here off to my left towards the finish line, basically. So it may just miss us. It's hard to say. But just as a heads up, there is some weather coming, apparently, our direction. For those at home, yeah, that makes things a little exciting. So, bear with us here as we deal with that. But appreciate everybody being here at 1320video.com. One of our video partners, or our main live stream partner. Appreciate that. And of course, Twitch, we've got Global Time Attack. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate your support. Everybody else that's watching online and at home, thank you. Got Andrew Weidel in that Corvette Z06. He's made a lot of passes. 157 that time around to a 150.2 to Peter's Big Benz. John in that CBR 1000RR. Up against the Indiana Corn Marketing Council Mark Bayless machine. I like to tease him. He hasn't broken 160 yet, I don't think, but I know he wants to. He don't care. He'll run that thing all the way out the back door. He's just having a good time.
right, we've got Brandon in the Chevy and Travis in the Kawasaki. Let's see how they do. Brandon clocking 122 and Travis at 155. Next up, we have Armando Perez in an Audi R8 and Thomas Ennis in a Nissan GTR. Armando Perez at 146.44. And Thomas Ennis at 89 miles per hour. Next up, we got Ryan Murtigan and Jason Burrow in a Dodge Hellcat. Ryan coming in at 133 and Jason at 157. Next up, we have Julian Basler against Julian Basler. Julian's Nissan hitting 160, and the other one at 150. Next up, we have Mark Bales and Clark Rosenstein. Mark at 156 and Clark at 201.
All right, great job, Tiffany. Appreciate the use of the bathroom, because there's times when I've been by myself and, oh boy, it gets a little tricky.
Happy to help.
I get a little antsy, so great job. Sounds like not surprising everybody loves you. So.
Well, it was a little easier with the lesson you gave this time around, as opposed to just
ran off.
throwing me in there.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's sink or swim right here. That's how it goes, right? But you did a great job. So. Looks like we got JB coming up from Ignite. Going to do some more interviews, it sounds like. And I'm just looking and see what we have coming up on the queue for cars. Don't see anything yet. There we go. Matthew Kavanaugh, 15 Corvette, 2,000 horsepower. It's been a best of 205.8, so hard to say what he's going to do next. Timothy Stutzman in that beautiful Lexus IS 300 Sport Cross. Really, he's been a best of 105.4, although it shows a little different on my screen. So, most importantly, what's Matthew Kavanaugh going to do, Tiffany? What do you think?
Let's see.
shooting out all the flames, which means he's turned it up. That looked faster than the last mile an hour is 2:05.57. So definitely didn't make an improvement, but real close. 2:05.8 is his fastest. So Timothy pretty consistent right there with a 1:05.2. Now I got Ryan Hopkins, McLaren 720, Ben Hoback in that BMW 335 IS, 450 horsepower. I got my good friend Ned Dunphy coming up here. Always liked Ned. Hopefully I can get him to join us over here for a conversation. Come on over, Ned. All right, I got Ned Dunphy from Vengeance Racing, and of course that flying pumpkin, as I like to call it. He's sitting next to me up here in the tower, and watching some racing. Ned, tell me what you got going on with your beautiful Viper.
Yeah, hey Jimmy, thanks for having me. This is a cool spot you got, like mission control sitting here. I hate to be sitting here. I should be sitting behind my steering wheel right now.
I like it better when you're behind the wheel, but I do like it when you come say hi, so I'll give you that.
All right, well, and I waved you a few times today, so you asked me this morning if something good happened to come by. I probably should have come by after my second pass. So we have a new combo in there. Steve Morris built us an amazing engine, and we've got everything refreshed. So RPM on the transmission, and Pro Torque went back through to the torque converter, and then as far as the rest of the car, pretty much stock from where it was. Well, not stock, but where we had
Ned just said stock. Everybody at home, you heard that, right?
Yeah, stock.
Yeah, Ned's 230 mile an hour Viper is stock. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yes, it's meaning same
setup as last time.
Same setup as last time.
I understood.
So we lost a sensor this morning, the speed sensor, which everything was starting on a timer as far as when the nitrous came in, when the boost came in, and the car didn't. It thought it was going 0 mile per hour, so nothing worked. Once we eliminated that and put it on a timer, now it was being, 3 seconds in, the nitrous kicks on, and then at certain times we'd have the boost curve come in, finally in third gear after being in for 1 or 2 seconds, lock the converter. So we're starting to get the combo.
Nice.
But in the past that we went 223, we had to lift 4 times because the tire's spinning. We lost the traction control. And so I feel like we've got a 230, 235 car.
Wow.
But then the diff let go. And this is the first time at a half mile where we have no prep on an airway runway strip that we've broken a differential. So that means we've got too much grip and too much power, which is just what we want.
Yeah, so you're right there. That's what you're saying. Yeah, I know your goals have always been, well, your goal's always to go faster, which you do, Ned. Every time I see you, you always have a consistency there with Vengeance Racing, obviously, in your corner. And every time I see you, you just get a little faster. And I think that's how you do it, Taking big bites, probably not the best way to do it because these cars will bite. I mean, really, they can hurt you.
They can.
So I really feel like you with, coupled with Vengeance Racing, and now Steve Morris motor is, I mean, my goodness, you got a lot going on over there for crying out loud.
I'll tell you, I feel very blessed. I look up and there's Steve standing over his own engine going, everything looks good. He grabbed the data log, he read some spark plugs. I'm thinking, I have arrived.
You have arrived, sir. Well, you've earned it. I mean, you've been doing this for a long time, having a lot of fun, and I see you all over the place doing amazing things, and obviously you're just a lot of fun to be around, so I appreciate you coming by and kind of giving us, because there's a lot of fans that were asking about the car, and I kind of informed them that there was a diff and you thought maybe you'd have another one and be back on the track tomorrow, which sounds like that's still a possibility, huh?
It is. So thankfully Rodney from RPM Transmissions was standing in the pits watching us fix it. He goes, I've got that same case back at my shop. I think I've got the same gear. Wow. So we loaded up 43 minutes down the road, and they should be back anytime now. So hopefully swap it out tonight at 9 a.m. be first car down the track again.
Wow, very cool. And tell me about the beard and mustache. You had a little plan kind of there.
Well, I think I'm going to stick with it, which is it's coming off tonight. I'm done with it. This is not my face.
Right,
and, when you look like this, why cover it?
How did I know he was going to say that?
Oh boy, it's modesty. That's really what I'm known for.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Ned, it's always a good time. He likes to get photos with the grid girls, and you need to look for those. On your Instagram, or what handle would you like to throw out there where people can find you?
Sure. So it's just Ned_Dunphy on IG.
There you go. Ned_Dunphy. Yep. That's with a PH.
DUNPHY, like Modern Family, the Dunphys.
Modern Family, the Dunphys. Okay, that sounds fantastic. Well, once again, as always, Just a class act. I love having you by, and keep up the good work. And you're an absolute asset to the sport. So thanks for being here,
Jimmy. Thanks for the kind words. I'll tell you, we love having you and your energy and the voice. You got to talk all day long, which I could probably keep up with you for a while, but I run out of content.
Yeah, I think you could.
And I
think you could probably get the content too, knowing you. But.
Well, and thank you to Vengeance Racing. They get me here every time.
Yeah,
which is just
seriously,
excellent.
big shout out to Vengeance Racing as always. I mean, I'm just a huge fan. Love to be a customer at some point, but you always take up all their time. I can't even get in, so.
Yes. Oh, and also Jason and Caroline and the whole crew for Shift Sector. We've been to these for a long, long time, and it's just always really nice. Their crew even comes by, unprovoked to say, hello, how you guys doing? It's hugs. Did you get in safe? It's just magical, which is really cool.
That's cool. Thanks for saying that, man. We, as a team, we work really hard to get an experience here, and those that are watching or listening at home, you should experience the Shift Sector Revolution Airstrip Attack at your earliest convenience, because it is kind of a family. It's a family, you know what I mean?
Oh, but if you've been up and down, we're stacked. Kids, parents, like all over the place. Lawn chairs up and down the ropes. It's awesome. And when you come back from a pass, people are asking you to rev it up, thumbs up, they're waving.
Yeah, and I know you love to participate in that, because, I mean, you have a bright orange car, sir. So
I've given away a few orange hats.
I bet you have.
If you see any orange go by, I gave it to a kid.
That's very cool.
I love doing that. So.
That's, the kids are the future, so thank you for helping that out in our sport in general. And, once again, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
All right, looks like we got another interview coming up. I'm gonna get JB's attention here so he can actually take this interview that I have coming. Appreciate Ned stopping by as always. Such a class act. Looks like I got a Lamborghini and. We'll wait for them to get all set up and everything. In the meantime, I got that Tesla model, or that Tesla S Plaid edition. This one's different. It says it has 1,320 horsepower. This one's another one, so we have two Tesla Plaids here. The first one, 160-something miles an hour, pretty fast. That looks like he's going up next to the Shift Sector Taxi. I'm pretty sure he's going to dust that bad boy, but it could be close. Don't know. This is Pramit Patel in his Tesla Plaid, rated at 1,320 horsepower. Convenient, since we're being streamed by 1320video.com. There goes that Plaid. You can't even hear the thing go by. It's crazy. Tesla with a 153.2. Not bad. Andrew Wydell coming up here, looks like. Waiting to jump here to my interview. Just going to wait for the cue in my ear, and I'll get you over to an interview here pretty quick. Got Brian Dorsey in that CTSV wagon on screen now. Andrew Wydell in that beautiful Z06. All right, I got JB on the line here with an interview. Take it away, JB.
Hey, we're sitting here with Aldo in this beautiful Lamborghini. He just went out, and what speed did you ride?
207.
207. Tell us a little bit about your car.
Sheepy Race twin turbo kit installed by Westside Auto Care in Cincinnati, Ohio.
So tell me, who have you been out here running against? Who's your competition? You taking it to anybody?
No, just out here trying to beat my last year's record.
Oh, what did you run last year?
207.
Oh, he's got it by 1 mile an hour. Let's drink some tequila shots and have some fun. Heck yeah. So thank you for coming. Where you from Cincinnati area? Cincinnati area. So thank you for coming out here to Shift Sector. Back to you. Forgot.
All right, JB, nicely done. Beautiful Lamborghini. I can't say I've seen one quite like that. I love it. It's been fast, too. I got Ben Black coming back in that 1,800 horsepower Viper. Been at best a 209 today. Dave Briggs next to him in the Turbo, 911, 212. Both these cars qualified over 200. So here comes Dave in the Porsche. Mile an hour is going to win this little game. Dave with a 212. 212.5, and I think he's going to get the win there. Ben looked like he might have had some issues on the back there. Not sure. 176.8. Lots of smoke coming out of the Viper. Hopefully Ben Black can get her slowed down. I can't tell from my vantage point. Can you guys see that at home? Lots of smoke. Big thing of smoke, and then a whole bunch of smoke for Big Ben Black. That is not good. I know I want him to smoke the competition, but not like that. Probably going to want to check things out. I don't know, but there was a lot of smoke. Meantime, I got Russ Hess in the Nova, Ben Hoback in the BMW 335 IS. Gonna have to make this track go cold. Get Ben checked out, make sure everything's good there. I didn't see him go off or anything like that. So, but that is a lot of smoke. Probably more than you want to see coming from a 1,800 horsepower Viper. Definitely a lot more than I'd want to see coming out of my rental car. Again, it looks like we might get lucky, and this rain might just pass us on one side of us. I can't really tell. With the way the wind direction is kind of going, it has been pretty consistent out here. Definitely a little breezy. Oh, look at that. There's our grid girl Shayla and Elena checking it out on the starting line, I believe. Looks like she's going to arm drop a few. I wonder if she's already done her jump. Oh, there's all kinds of smoke coming out of that Viper now. I'm a little concerned about that. Probably need to send fire and safety out there. I don't know if he's dealing with a bigger problem. But Ben is out of the car, hood open, and lots of smoke. Hopefully everything's okay. I can't really tell from my vantage point well. Fire and tow. If you can hear me, please get out to the finish line. I can't tell if it's white smoke, could be oil. I just can't tell. Hopefully I'll get a report here soon, tell you what's kind of going on. It sounded like it was breaking up on the big end for Ben. There's a ton of smoke. Looks like maybe looks like oil. Looks like there's a small fire. I can't really tell. That's Big Ben Black right there in the white race suit. I've used the fire extinguisher to put it out. It looks like that's out. Looks like Ben's okay. That's the most important piece, but they definitely got some kind of fire going on there. You can kind of see it on your screen. I'm not sure what happened, but it's definitely engulfed in flame. It's we got to get that fire engine down there right away. That looks like an oil cooler fire is what I would guess. But looks like they tried to put it out with the fire extinguisher, and that didn't put it all the way out. The fire truck should show up here in the scene in about a second. I'm not sure what the delay is for the fire crew to get down there, but they need to get down there yesterday. Having a hard time navigating through all the smoke. I know they're down there, but I don't see them. Not really sure what I have going on down there, other than I know Ben's okay, which to me is the most important piece. We got a fire hose now, so it's about ready to get real, and hopefully soon. Looks like we got the fire put out. Everything looks actually looks pretty kosher. I think the damage is minimal from what I can tell my vantage point. And once again, you know, the most important piece is Ben Black is safe. I know because I've got his wife standing over here next to me in the booth, and so obviously she's concerned. But Ben's good. Car got a little hot, got a little spicy. Had a little spicy burrito or something before he went off on that run. But most importantly, Ben's safe, and the cars are fixable. So we'll see the extent of the damage. Maybe we'll get an interview after he kind of calms down and see what happened. I'm sure his perspective is pretty intense. So I'll see if I can make that happen for everyone at home. So stay tuned. I'm gonna come right back. right, looks like we're getting the rest of these finals kind of going here. Welcome back, everyone. Got Todd Nall in that beautiful Porsche GT3 1400 horse. He's already been a best of 205.2. Tucker in that Viper. He's been a best of 204.1. Mile an Hour is going to win this game right here. And obviously, both of them are real close. Of course, you can see my good friend down there, 1320video.com, getting all the coverage. Appreciate that. Elena with the arm drop. Indiana Corn Marketing Council in the house. Let's see what the mile an hour looks like on these two. Viper with the early mile an hour coming up. 202.52 miles an hour for Tucker in the Viper. Here comes Todd. Can he better that? Looked like he might have tried. Not sure. Mile an hour for Todd. 204.3 and the win right there. Nicely done, Todd. Always coming in and coming through in clutch. Beautiful drone footage brought to you by Revolution.com. Of course, I'm being directed by JeffreyJHart.com. If there's such a thing as direction in my part. Mark Bayless in the Hellcat, 158.3 best. Doug McWork and that Viper Calvo, I believe, been a best of 195.3. So a little bit of a mile an hour disadvantage for Mark, but he's been dealing with that all day. He's gonna get a head start. Maybe he thinks he's winning right now. I don't know. Love Mark, love you, buddy. But you're probably not gonna get the mile an hour on that Calvo Viper. Just saying. Woo! That was spicy. 154 for Mark. 191.7 and the win for the Calvo Viper of Doug's. Got both the bikes here. Finals runoff. Kawasaki Ninja H2. John Balco in the Hayabusa. 6 miles an hour separates these two. Remember, it's a mile an hour game. Whoever has the highest mile an hour is going to win. Dustin with a 182.3, 182.8. Boy, barely squeaked it out. That's crazy. That's how the finals can go down. So John Balco in the Hayabusa with the mile an hour and the win. That was crazy. Hey, look at, there's the jump. I see it. I love it. That's amazing. I knew she would do the jump. That's for all her fans out there, Indy Biofuels. Check that out on Instagram if you'd like. William Taylor, Corvette. David DeFord in an Infiniti G35. 179.0 to a 159.6. One of the finals here. Infiniti's got the mile an hour advantage. He's getting a little squirrely. Had to get out of it. Can he still hook it together? He's coming through clutch at the end. Mile an hour coming up. David with a 148.7 to a 137.6 for the Corvette. Just got it at the very end, the mile an hour. Love that. All right, here we go. We got a Vengeance Racing Finals. That's not the first time. Michael Stout in the Corvette. Vengeance Racing Jr., as I call him, Caden Moen in that Camaro. About 15 miles an hour separate these two, but you never know with Michael Stout. He may just keep his foot in it a little longer. But does the boss man's son have a big trick up his sleeve? We're going to find out. Mile an Hour is going to win it. Remember, it's a mile an hour for the win on this contest, not who gets there first. 192, and I believe the win right there for Michael Stout. Nicely done. Caden Vengeance Racing Jr. with a 172.9. Vengeance Racing Finals. That's not the first time or the last time I'll announce that. Michael Jordan, a GTR, Aldo Parada in the Huracan. Both of them 1,200 horse. One's been 207, the Lamborghini, 173 for Michael Jordan. Mile an hour. Aldo looks like he's got maybe the higher trap. 208.5 to a 156.2 for Michael Jordan. Definitely. We got Derek Downing in the Cadillac CTSV. Garrett Van Winkle in the Charger. 1,300 horse against 1,000. Within almost 3 miles an hour of these two. Who's going to make it down to the end with the higher mile an hour is my question. $175.5 to $173.6. Derek Downing for the win. Another Vengeance Racing customer. Woo! Waiting for our next grouping of cars here to come up. Tyler King, it looks like, in the Camaro SS, 163 best. Jamie Hopkins, 198.1. $165.8 to $173.8. 165. Pretty good there. Jamie Hopkins in that Audi R8 though with a 173.8. Those of you watching at home, hopefully you can see this all unfold. Looks like we might have avoided the big rain and big storm. I can't tell. I don't see anything really pressing right now. $151 to a $159, it looks like. That one, yep, Travis with the $159. Just waiting for the next group of cars coming up here. Just a few shout outs as I start to kind of think about them. Of course, I got Shift Sector as our event host. Appreciate them hosting us here at the Indy Airstrip Attack in beautiful Marion, Indiana. Of course, I got the Indiana Corn Marketing Council. Appreciate all their support. And 1320 Video, our broadcast streaming partner. Great job as always having them around and in our corner. E85, Unleaded 88. Big broadcast sponsors there. Of course, all the film crew and drone footage brought to you by Revolution.com. Appreciate Mr. Randall's Media Group, everything that he does there. Of course, I'm directed by JeffreyJHart.com. I'm using that term loosely because apparently I went all full rogue there when I had to use the restroom once. But we're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Of course, Twitch that stream compliments of Global Time Attack GTA and my good friend Jason over there. So appreciate that. Also, you should check them out if you haven't already. It's one of the fastest growing road course events, Grid Life and or Global Time Attack. Great setup there. So definitely check them out if you haven't already. And we're just going to continue on with some racing here, and looks like we're going to avoid all the rain from what I can tell, so that's good. We just saw Amar in that M5 would do a 149.3. Peter in that E63 AMG, always a tongue twister saying that fast, but nice to see him out here. Not sure why he went by so slow. Maybe he just wanted to say hi. Desmond Brown coming up in the Aventador, been a best of 155.8. Dusty Hall, 911 Turbo S, been a best of 183.22. See it right there on your unleaded 88 cam. Dusty Muffin flying through there. What mile an hour? 183.3, new best for him. 155.4 for the Aventador. That was actually hard to say. It's like a tongue twister. What's not to like about better engine performance, cleaner air, and a lower cost? Well, that's what I'm asking you. Get all three when you fill up with Unleaded 88. Visit getbiofuel.com. Unleaded 88, engine smart, earth kind. Got Clint Sweet right there. Of course, he's part of the Rahal Racing Group over there. Appreciate them being out. 158 and change for him. Brian Dorsey and that wagon. Love the CTSV wagons. Those really became a thing. Scott McIntosh coming up in that Audi R8. Julian Bassler in one of his Lamborghinis. I said one of. He has two here and an R8 and I believe a Nismo GTR, all white. Scott McIntosh in the R8 with a 154.0. Julian Bassler 151.4. Bill Regal next coming up in that 15 Corvette, 1,350 horse. So far, 189 and change. Gorgeous Corvette. Kind of hoping that you guys all join us tomorrow, whether live or here in person. Either way, you're always welcome in my living room, that's for sure. Bill Regal right there in that 1,350 horse Corvette 185.4. I got my main man Wes Waltz from Elite Finish Detail coming up against Mark Bayless. I think Mark has done 4,032 hits in that car. At this point, I think it's out of warranty. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining us as we kind of wrap up our racing here for the day. You're going to definitely want to join us for day 2. I know UGR and, of course, Jessica and Jacob James have got a lot planned for tomorrow. They ramped it up. Fastest mile an hour of the day, 1 and 2, both UGR built cars, both Lamborghinis. Father-daughter team, really, really, really excited for them. 241 for the red UGR built Lambo, and then can't remember the other one. It's on the bottom of your screen there. Jacob James in the Huracan was 231, as I recall, for that one. So the 2 high mile an hour of the day, which is again, this is where the half-mile world record stands. Also in a UGR Lamborghini, the Drag 965 Huracan at 259.99 miles an hour, piloted by none other than Casey Howarth. I know Giddy piloted that beast to a world record here once at 257 and change. So looks like we had a Corvette that went off track. I thought Mustangs were the only ones that did that, but apparently Corvettes do that as well. I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing unfold, but he's back on track, or on course, I should say. But as we wrap up, again, want to thank all of our partners, Indiana Corn Marketing Council for one, First Farmers Bank and Trust. Of course, we got Sissio Performance in the house. I saw Lindsay out in her Porsche doing big things as always. Calvo Motorsports brought it again as always. I got, let me go through that list over here. Just got to grab my, there we go. Indy Airstrip Attack, of course, the fastest race in Indiana. We got Quick Rev Performance. They did a great job. Indy's Garage. My main man, Wes, over Elite Finish Detail. AIM Performance. Sissio Performance. Calvo Motorsports. Dallas Performance. Brought it again this weekend. I know they're going to do some big things again tomorrow. Vengeance Racing. What can I say there? Roush Performance. South Central Concrete. Graham Rahal. Lingenfelter brought a big show. Love having them out here. Fat House Performance. A lot of GT350 twin turbo stuff. Great time. CSF Radiator, Cuddick Works. Of course, where would we be without the support of the Warrior Breed Motorcycle Club? Forge Line, Alloy Wheels. Formica Law Group, Ignite Racing Fuel. 1320 Video. Love everything that all of them do for us and just the sport in general. So we'll see what we have here in our last few races as this obviously shuts down for the day right at 5 o'clock. Hopefully you'll be able to join us tomorrow for another great day of half-mile racing. I'll get, as I always do, I have a lot of friendships with all the teams, and I will definitely be hanging out with them tonight. Bring you all that I know as far as news, what they're planning on doing maybe, and I'll bring that to you so you have it at home and obviously here. Got all my fans in the stands. Appreciate all the woos all day long. Yeah, yellow Camaro was a little smoky. Not sure what was going on with that. Hopefully nothing serious. It started to smoke a little, then it started to smoke a lot. I think that was Tyler King. He's been pretty fast all weekend, or all weekday, I should say. This weekend so far. Gonna have to check that out. I got Jessica Hassing, I believe, in the blue Smurf blue Mustang. Dan Trickle next to him in a 1,200 horse Camaro. So as always, hopefully you'll join us, tomorrow for some more great racing. It looks like the weather's going to be great. Temperature's going to be amazing. Pretty excited about how things could go tomorrow with a 241 practice run for Jacob and Jessica James. Two fastest mile an hour of the day, both UGR cars. That seems to be pretty consistent. Vengeance Racing definitely threw down. Big Ben Black, also fast. Sissio had a couple cars that were out there that were doing well. So, again, a lot of these cars that you see over and over on 1320video.com been out here. Just want to thank you for watching the Indy Airstrip Attack, brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council, E85, and Unleaded 88. Thank you again to our official streaming partner, 1320 Video. Can't say enough about how great they are. Kyle and team. Check us out tomorrow for more half-mile racing action live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Today's broadcast was produced by Revolution, directed by my good friend JeffreyJHart.com. Airstrip Attack is a shift sector event. I'm Jimmy Shaberg, and we'll see you tomorrow for more half-mile airport racing.